Hello viewers, welcome to JSM. In this lecture, we are going to discuss the important model problems related to the photoelectric effect and Planck's quantum theory from the structure of atom. So this photoelectric effect is very important. Many times direct questions are asked based on the formula. Okay, so let us see the some important model problems in this lecture. Please subscribe to our channel if you like our videos. So, first problem here is that the work function of a photoelectric material is 3.3 electron volt. Its threshold frequency will be, okay, so here they have provided the work function of a photoelectric material, okay, so and its threshold frequency they ask you to find out. Work function phi equal to h nu naught. So, now work function phi equal to h nu naught. So this is the work function, this is the Planck's constant, and this is the threshold frequency. Okay, already we discussed what is threshold frequency, everything. So here therefore from this one we need threshold frequency equal to phi by h. So here from this nu naught equal to phi is provided as 3.3 electron volt. But we need to convert it into joules, so that is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 joules by 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 joule second. Okay, so here 1 electron volt equal to 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 joules. Okay, approximately. So here so joule will get cancelled. So finally we get a threshold frequency nu naught equal to 4 into 10 power 11 second inverse. Okay, 4 into 10 power 11 second inverse. That is nothing but here it is given as in the Hz. So that is equal to 4 into 10 power 11 Hz. Okay, clear? So in this way this is the formula, and see here this type of interconversions are essential in the structure of atom during the solving of problems. Here it is given in electron volt and H value is in the joules. Okay, so that's why first we have converted this threshold energy work function into joules, and then we have substituted here, then finally we get the answer. So what is the answer? First option is the answer. Okay, next let us see another important model problem in photoelectric effect. Okay, photoelectric effect, the energy of photon striking a metal surface is 5.6 into 10 power minus 19 joules. The kinetic energy of ejected electrons is 12 into 10 power minus 20 joules. The work function is, okay, so here they have provided the energy of the photon which is falling on the metal surface, and also they have provided the kinetic energy of the ejected electrons. Ask you to calculate work function. So here what is the formula here is that h nu equal to 5 plus kinetic energy. Okay, so this we can write it as E. Okay, that is the energy of the striking photon, that is equal to h nu, that is equal to work function plus kinetic energy, and from this they have provided the kinetic energy and the energy of the photon falling. So we have to calculate work function phi equal to E minus Ke. Okay, E minus Ke. So now this is the base equation. From that we have to calculate the work function. So energy is how much here they have provided 5.6 into 10 power minus 19 joules minus, okay, and kinetic energy is given as 12 into 10 power minus 20 joules. See that we can write it as 1.2 into 10 power minus 19 joules. Okay, so to get the answer easily, so for the simplification to become easier, we are converting 12 into 10 power minus 20, we are writing it as 1.2 into 10 power minus 19. Yes or no? If you multiply this one with 10, we get here 10 power minus 20, that is 12. Okay, so this is we are writing like this. So that is equal to, so 10 power minus 19 is common. So here we have 5.6 minus 1.2. So no, 5.6 minus 1.2. This is common. So that is equal to 5 is equal to 4.4 into 10 power minus 19 joules. 4.4 into 10 power minus 19 joules. So option A is the answer. Clear? So here this is the formula, very important. Energy of the striking photon equal to work function plus kinetic energy. And threshold frequency of a metal is 1.11 into 10 power 16 Hz. What is the maximum kinetic energy of the photoelectron produced by applying a light of 15 angstrom on metal? So here they ask you to find out the maximum kinetic energy of the photoelectron emitted. So here what is the formula? Kinetic energy equal to H into nu minus nu naught. This is the formula which we use to calculate the kinetic energy. Okay, so here what they have provided is that threshold frequency, that is nu naught, is given 1.11 into 10 power 16 Hz. See, remember that depending upon the provided information, if you write the data, then we get the formula which we have to use easily. So here they have provided the threshold frequency and they have given the wavelength of the light which is falling on the metal and ask you to calculate kinetic energy. And also we need nu, we don't know. Yes or no, they didn't give, but they have given the light applied is having 15 angstroms of wavelength. So frequency nu equal to C by lambda. From this formula we have to calculate. They have given lambda equal to 15 angstrom. So that is here 3 into 10 power 8 meter second inverse by, see this one, 15 into 10 power minus 10 meter, because we know that 1 angstrom equal to 10 power minus 10 meters. Okay, 1 angstrom equal to 10 power minus 10 meters. So therefore here we get nu equal to, so here we can write this one as 30 into 10 power 7 by 15 into 10 power minus 10. So no, this we are writing 3 into 10 power 8 as this way. So 15, 2 times it will get cancelled. So we get 2 into, if it goes into the numerator, that becomes 10 power 10. So 2 into 10 power 17 second inverse. Okay, that is nothing but 2 into 10 power 17 Hz. Now if you substitute these two in this relation, we get the kinetic energy. So kinetic energy equal to H is equal to 6.626 into 10 power minus 34. So here nu equal to how much we got? 2 into 10 power 17, and this is given as minus of 1.11 into 10 power 16. Okay, so here after simplifying this, so kinetic energy we get it as 1.25 into 10 power minus 16 Hz. Okay, so the simplifications you can do yourself. So option D is the final answer. Okay, so here I am explaining majorly on how to approach the problem. See, these multiplications you can do yourself easily. Okay, so depending upon the information, choosing the suitable formula is important. See, depending on the photoelectric effect, how many questions we are getting based on the two major formulae. Okay, clear? Next, another model. See here, threshold frequency of a metal is 7 into 10 power 14 second inverse. What is the kinetic energy of an electron emitted when radiation of frequency 1 into 10 power 15 second inverse hits the metal? So here this is also related to the same formula, but only one difference. That's why only I chose these two models. Okay, in both cases they ask you to find out the kinetic energy. In both cases they have provided the threshold frequency, but in the first problem they didn't provide the frequency of the light falling on the metal. Okay, they have provided the wavelength instead of frequency. So first we calculated frequency of the light falling on the metal, but here directly they have provided the frequency of the radiation which is falling on the metal. That is the difference between these two models. So same formula, so therefore kinetic energy is equal to 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 into, see this one is given as 1.0 into 10 power 15, this we can write as 10 into 10 power 14 minus, so it is 7 into 10 power 14. See, if you write in this way, simplification will be easier. So from these two 10 power 14 is common, so 10 minus 7, that is 3, we get 3 into 10 power 14. Okay, so to make the things easier we have to write in that way, into 10 power minus 34. So here 10 power 14 is common, so from that 10 minus 7. Okay, so that we get 3 into 10 power 14. So after all simplifications we get final answer as 1.988 into 10 power minus 19 joules. So that is option 4 is the answer. Okay, clear? So same type of problem, but the only one difference here, directly frequency of falling light is not given, here directly that is given. Okay, so in this case wavelength of the light which is falling on the metal they will provide. First calculate frequency and substitute in the formula. Clear? So this differences if you observe are very simple. Now let us see another very important model problem. If lambda naught and lambda are the threshold wavelength and wavelength of incident light. Okay, lambda naught is the threshold wavelength and lambda is the incident light's wavelength. What is the speed of photoelectrons ejected from the metal surface? Okay, so here they ask you to calculate the speed of the photoelectrons ejected. So here from the photoelectric effect we know that h nu equal to h nu naught plus kinetic energy. This relation which we already discussed. Okay, so in the place of 5 we are writing h nu naught work function. So from this one we can write kinetic energy equal to h nu minus h nu naught. So that is kinetic energy is equal to h into nu minus nu naught. Just now we have discussed two problems related to this formula. Okay, actually this is generated from this parent equation. This is the original equation, from this only we got this. And also we know that kinetic energy equal to half mv square. Okay, and also nu equal to c by lambda, nu naught equal to c by lambda naught. Okay, so these are the relations which we use here. Okay, frequency equal to c by lambda. So this is the threshold frequency and this is the frequency of incident light. This is the wavelength of incident light and this is the threshold wavelength of that metal. Now if you substitute here, in the place of kinetic energy we have half mv square h into c by lambda minus c by lambda naught. See, c is the velocity of light which is a constant. So here we have to calculate this velocity. So now they ask you to calculate the velocity. If you rearrange this, from this one we get v square is equal to, if this 2 comes this side, that becomes 2h. Okay, and here m is present, that is 2h by m, and see here c is constant, take it out, 2hc into 1 by lambda minus 1 by lambda naught. Okay, 1 by lambda minus 1 by lambda naught. Okay, so here from this we get, therefore v equal to, see here v square, so here we get square root of 2hc by m into, so here lambda into lambda naught is the LCM, so here we get lambda naught minus lambda. So this is the expression for the velocity, so that is given by first option. Okay, 2hc by m into lambda naught minus lambda by lambda into lambda naught. Okay, see here directly from here also you can start, because from this we are getting, right? Okay, and this is the how we are getting this relation, just I explained here in this problem. Okay, you can directly start from here also, no need to write these two steps also, directly take this, and if you substitute here and after simplification we get the answer. Now let us see another very important model, this one. The radiation corresponding to the transition n equal to 2 to n equal to 4 in hydrogen atom falls on a certain metal, and here this is the work function of metal is given as 2.5 electron volt. What is the maximum kinetic energy of photoelectrons? So here, see here, radiation corresponding to the transition of n equal to 2 to n equal to 4 in the hydrogen atom is falling on a metal surface, means the energy difference which is present for this transition, or the energy required to take electron from 2 to 4th energy level in the hydrogen atom, energy, that exactly equal energy is falling on a metal surface. Okay, in that case what is the kinetic energy? Clear? So here what is the formula? E equal to 5 plus Ke. This is the formula. From this, kinetic energy equal to E minus 5. Okay, so but here phi is provided in the problem, but we don't know how much energy of the light is falling on that one. For that, what is the hint given? The energy of the light falling on a metal surface is exactly equal to the energy required for this transition in the hydrogen atom. Okay, so here this problem involves two different concepts. So first here we have to find out energy difference for this transition. So En equal to, we have a formula, minus 13.6 by n square electron volt. Okay, so Z equal to 1 for the hydrogen, so that's why no need to write here. This is the formula which we discussed in the energy related problems, right? So from this, E2 is equal to minus 13.6 by 2 square electron volt, and E4 equal to minus 13.6 by 4 square electron volt. Clear? So here now delta E equal to, delta E is equal to E4 minus E2. Okay, delta E equal to E4 minus E2. Okay, so this energy is falling on the, this energy means this much amount of energy is falling on the metal surface. Okay, so that we have to calculate here. So E4 minus E2, E4 is given, here we get minus 13.6 by 16 minus of minus 13.6 by 4. So no, 2 square is 4, 4 square is 16. So from this we get delta E equal to 13.6 is, if you take 13.6 out, we get 1 by 4 minus 1 by 16. Okay, 1 by 4 minus 1 by 16, minus into minus becomes plus. So here we get 13.6 into, so here 16 is the LCM, so overall we get 3 by 16 electron volt. So therefore this delta E equal to, after all simplifications, we get 2.5 electron volt. Okay, sorry, 2.55 electron volt, 2.55 electron volt. So now therefore this is nothing but the energy. Okay, so therefore kinetic energy is equal to 2.55 minus this phi is given as 2.5, that equal to 0.05 electron volt. So first option is the answer. Clear? So two concepts are involved, yes or no? Energy difference between the two energy levels when a particular transition takes place, and for that energy in the electron volt, this is the relation. Okay, so first we have calculated the energy difference for this transition, because they mentioned that the energy required for this transition in the hydrogen atom and the energy falling on the metal surface both are same. Clear? So in this way we have to solve this type of model problem. So very important. The number of photons of light having wave number A in 1 joule of energy source is. So here they have provided the wave number A and the energy source has 1 joule of energy. So we have to find out how many photons of light are present in this 1 joule of energy which has the wave number A. So here energy of one photon E equal to h nu, and energy of n number of photons is equal to nh nu. Okay, see here, this is the energy for one photon. Energy for one photon. This is energy for n number of photons. Okay, so for one photon equal to h nu, and for n photons equal to nh nu. So here E is given as 1 joule and n into h into this nu equal to c by lambda. This we know that. So no, n into h into nu is, we can write it as c by lambda, just now we discussed, and this we can write 1 joule is equal to nhc into nu bar, because we know that nu bar is a wave number that is nothing but 1 by lambda. Okay, nu bar is the wave number that is nothing but 1 by lambda. So here therefore from this one 1 joule equal to nhc into A. They have already provided the wave number as A. So therefore n equal to 1 by hca. So no, n equal to 1 by hca. So option D is the answer. Okay, so very simple. They have provided the energy of the source and they provided the wave number also, and they ask you to find out how many photons. Okay, so in this way we have to solve. Remember that this is for one photon, this is for n photons. Clear? So here this is the answer, option D. Now let us see another important model problem. An organic dye absorbs a photon of wavelength lambda and re-emits the same energy into two photons of wavelength lambda 1 and lambda 2 respectively. The correct relation between lambda 1 and lambda 2 is. Okay, what they have given is that an organic dye, one substance is absorbing a photon with wavelength lambda, and again that is re-emitting the same energy in the form of two photons with wavelength lambda 1 and lambda 2. So here what they have provided is that first a dye is absorbing some energy and this is re-emitted as two photons. Okay, simple. This is the absorbed energy. The same energy is emitted in the form of two photons with E1 and E2 as their energies. Okay, so here we can write it as E equal to h nu that we discussed just now. So here we can write it as h nu 1, E1 means, E2 means we can write it as h nu 2. So here this we can write as hc by lambda, that equal to hc by lambda 1. See here, because c is a constant, that is the velocity of light, and this we can write hc by lambda 2. So here hc, and this side also hc we can take it common. Okay, I will write one more step here, no problem. hc is common, 1 by lambda 1 plus 1 by lambda 2. hc will get cancelled. So finally here we have 1 by lambda equal to 1 by lambda 1 plus 1 by lambda 2. Now this we can write lambda 1 into lambda 2 is the LCM. So here we get lambda 2 plus lambda 1, that is 1 by lambda. If you take the reciprocal, so lambda equal to lambda 1 into lambda 2 by lambda 1 plus lambda 2. So this is the relationship between the wavelength of the photon which is absorbed, and these are the wavelengths of the two emitted photons. Clear? So what is the answer? The first option is the answer. See, very simple problem. What they have given is that first a substance absorbed a photon, and the same energy is emitted by that substance in the form of two different photons. So absorbed photon wavelength is given and emitted photons wavelength is also given. So total energy absorbed equal to total energy emitted. Okay, so these are the simple relations which we discussed in the previous problems, and if you substitute here after simplification we get the final answer. Okay, clear? So in the next lecture we discuss some other important model problems related to the different concepts. Thank you.